All right. Let's take a look at the new Multiversus mechanic.
Need a shield?
What's going on, everyone? It's your community manager, Nakat, and today I'm here to explain shielding in Multiversus.
Shielding
is
Multiversus
a staple mechanic for fighting games, and we believe we can introduce this mechanic to Multiversus in a healthy way that enhances combat while also allowing more expression for our players.
Let's see.
Today I will be showing you the strengths, weaknesses, and how to use
all
shields.
About shields.
This is going to be a mechanic added to the testing grounds queue, so please give us all of your feedback. Let's begin.
Testing ground.
What is shielding and why is it important? Shielding is the ability to actively defend yourself by blocking attacks from your opponents.
Bro, the game looks so much faster.
Strong to be defended against, but the player shielding also poses the risk of getting
you can still get grabbed out of
which
it,
we will be going over later. With this in mind, while it is a tool that will allow for interesting interactions during combat, it also makes
it looks so much quicker. Nubia looks, oh my god, we back to beta?
Makes hitting certain attacks feel more rewarding. Even with the presence of shielding, it is up to you to time your blocks as you would time your dodges. Otherwise, you will still get hit by your opponent, which means moves that are good still remain good. Being able to shield has its uses and risks, but we ultimately want to allow players of all levels to defend themselves
roll out
against
this
offense,
shield?
as both defense and offense go hand in hand to balance each other out.
Is it stationary, or can you roll out of it?
Shielding is done by pressing the dodge button. If you tap this button, your character will quickly guard itself and then drop their shield. If you notice something, you lose a little meter by doing this, but you will quickly be refunded this meter because you aren't actively defending yourself for a long time. If you hold the dodge button, your character will begin to block as long as you hold it until their meter runs out.
So the meter drains.
If you run out of meter, your character will enter a burned out state, not allowing them to shield anymore, as well as making your dodges worse, similar to how it would be if you normally lost all of your meter. Losing meter while shielding makes it so there is a risk to using this option and not allowing players to sit and shield for prolonged periods of time. Rolling out of shield is done by holding the dodge button.
So you can't roll out
backward in the direction you'd like to roll.
You can
this
roll
will
out.
allow you to block and avoid incoming attacks at the same time at the
better
cost
edge
of
guarding.
meter. You can also roll behind certain attacks after blocking them, depending on how much stun they have on your shield while being hit. You also are able to boost jump out of shield by pressing jump out of a shield roll, allowing you to gain momentum if you want to approach
you can boost
or
jump.
retreat out of shield far away and quickly at the cost of meter. Parrying is also still possible with shield by pressing the dodge button and down on your controller of choice. You can also use this to dodge moves in place as well. You can also go under platforms while shielding on them by pressing the dodge button and down. If you want to parry on a platform, it would be the same input, but you would have to press dodge and down almost at the exact same time very quickly.
I like it.
Now I'm going to talk about how shields can be used in a very offensive manner. Currently, projectiles are powerful because they force players to jump or pick defensive options that allow the user to punish them while trying to avoid these very active moves. Because you don't have a shield, you don't have an active way to defend against these things, which pretty much give favor to those with projectiles in these scenarios. Shielding will allow projectiles to still remain useful, but not oppressive or unfun to fight against. Blocking projectiles will protect you while allowing you to get closer to your opponent with proper timing, but depending on their class, will do different damage values to your meter. Light projectiles do very minimal damage to your stamina meter when you are shielding them. Medium projectiles do moderate damage, and heavy projectiles do a lot of damage. As previously mentioned, you are able to roll, dodge in place, parry, jump, and boost jump.
This is looking really cool.
These options can be used both offensively and defensively, but I'd like to highlight some more options that lean further into offense. When holding the dodge button, you can jump immediately to cancel the shield, letting you immediately use aerial moves.
You could jump out of it.
This is a lot faster and more responsive than having to let go of the shield and inputting a jump after. You can also shield roll toward an opponent and attack, similar to doing a normal boost dodge jab forward. This allows for an aggressive approach option from afar while also guarding yourself at the cost of meter. Furthermore, you can do grounded up special and grounded
Jesus
up attack
Christ.
while holding down the dodge button, allowing you to punish opponents for hitting your shield.
This
in
game
unique
looks
ways.
so much
Lastly,
better.
you
I'm
can
not
do
gonna lie.
side
I'm loving
attacks
what I
by
see with the
dropping your
shield.
after blocking and then inputting the side attack. This, however, will not be as fast and seamless as other options.
Whoa.
I'd like to now demonstrate how shields can effectively protect you from moves while allowing you to punish them in real time. Keep in mind, shielding requires timing and knowing what move your opponent will do, so even if these can be defended against, it's up to players to time and position themselves correctly in fast-paced matches while also having the meter to be able to block in the first place.
I like that.
Here are some examples of what punishing moves look like with shield.
Shield punish. Oh my god, we could take care of Shaggy. Oh my god. It does look good, I can't even lie. Bro, the attacks look so much faster. Is this coming with a tech test? The faster movement? Oh my god, we can defend against these stupid moves. Okay, the shield is not immediate either. I see that too. Oh yeah, I'm liking what I've seen with this. I am liking what I'm seeing. What the freak? Oh yes, yes, yes. I'm not gonna lie, I am liking shield. I am liking shield. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is looking good. Jesus Christ. Nah, this looks good. I can't lie. Wow. Wow. Shield looks so good. I gotta see it. We gotta see how people gonna use it first, but from what I see right here, I'm liking what I see. How easy is it for you to get out of shield is my whole thing. Like if you drop shield, that's insane.
This will allow for more counterplay versus these moves while also requiring players to time and space these moves in real time. Some moves like Finn's grounded forward attack are special in the fact that you can fake out an opponent, making them drop shields,
That's
allowing
insane.
them to get hit, while also allowing them to block it if they make their
Finn is up
appropriate
another
read or
tier.
reaction to the attack. And these are more nuanced interactions that we want to create in our combat with the introduction of active defense. That way, it isn't a game where players have to be rewarded.
Fast fall
for
looks
always
way
waiting to
faster
attack
too.
second.
Is this
Now,
what I'm seeing?
shielding sounds great and it sounds powerful, so there has to be a way to beat it. Here
That's
are a few ways
counterplay.
we have decided to make shield beatable in demonstrations of counterplay against the mechanic. Introducing a new universal shield breaking mechanic. You can
What the
instantly break a
freak?
shield with this grounded option that every character has access to. Just press dodge and attack at the same time and it will instantly come
Whoa.
out. Depending on the character, this mechanic also leads to further punishes to
Oh
make them
my
rewarding on hit.
god.
You can also shield break by holding dodge and then pressing attack.
Oh, I
Depending on
like
the
this.
character,
I like
some
this.
shield breaks will be categorized as low priority moves, meaning they will lose to certain attacks that come out at the same time. Lastly, you can also use shield break as an option while blocking moves from opponents. If you
What?
miss using this move as a punish, you will not be able to act again for a long time, allowing opponents to punish you. With this in mind, here are some cool interactions with this option when defending against
is
or
dope.
pressuring a shield with grounded side attacks. Side attack can be used as side attack 1-2 into inputting the shield breaking mechanic to break shield if opponents do not let go of shield. Keep in mind this is not entirely a true block string, and because some of these shield breaking moves have low priority tied to them, you will be able to drop shield and beat out those shield finishers if you predict them, and in some cases
Wow.
even roll away before getting hit by the shield breaker.
That's cool.
You can
That's
also
cool.
do side attack 1 into the shield break mechanic for a mix up on someone's shield as well. Side attack 1 on shield without pressing other options is not safe. So if an opponent wants to poke your shield with side attack 1 and walk away, you can punish them. This
I
makes
like
it so that
that.
really powerful boost jab forwards are actually punishable.
I
Looking
love
at you,
that.
Shaggy.
I
Another
love
way
that.
to beat shields is by having command grabs. Certain characters in Multiversus have grabs that can be used in the air or on the ground.
So that'll make them
Using the moves
a little better.
on a shield will outright destroy the shield, giving more value to characters who have these unique moves, like Jason, Jake, and Agent Smith. Just to name
Agent Smith got another buff.
Armor-breaking moves continue to break armor like Wonder Woman and Jason's, for example. These are moves that have purple visual effects that indicate that the move has this property. When using these moves on shields, they don't break shields, but have less hit pause on shields, making them more safe than normal moves when they hit shields.
Oh, okay.
Some characters have more of these moves.
Okay, I like that trade-off.
Some have these effects on very strong moves.
Okay, I like that trade-off.
With that in mind, please let us know what you think, as we have ideas of how to regulate and balance this.
I'm open to it.
Shielding.
I'm definitely open to it.
And lastly, the next way to beat shield is shield loses meter. So, as mentioned earlier, shields also lose meter from being held for long periods of time and lose meter when actively blocking attacks. This makes it so that players can't hold shield indefinitely.
I think they need to take away the little shield,
entering a burned out state icon where they are much worse off. This dramatically increases the value of not being burned out, since you will not be able to shield without meter. This is now a total of 4 different ways to counter shield to ensure it won't be oppressive and allow for intuitive, healthy combat. So, in conclusion, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was not only helpful, but also shows the potential for our combat system with these forms of defense and offensive possibilities made real with the inclusion of shielding. Being able to block is important not only to allow certain character archetypes to thrive and remain unique without feeling oppressive, but allows for other aspects of combat to potentially be made faster for players. We want players to feel rewarded for aggression and not feel as though the best way to play is to be the player attacking second. The presence of active defense allows this to become a reality, as shields allow for players to want to be more aggressive with a feeling of security and a reward for proper timing when trying to avoid attacks.
Okay, let's hope this works.
Neutralizing these same attacks
let's hope this
due to having to react
mindset
and read what moves the opponent will use, how they will use them, and when they will use them. It has not only been very rewarding and enjoyable to play our games internally with shields, but I believe we were able to create something unique to Multiversus with our take on some of the directions with shields functionality and how it can be beaten. With the introduction of this mechanic, it hypothetically allows your community manager.
All right. No lie. Personally, I was not down with shields. I did not want shield. I want that dodge left, dodge right type situation. But with the counterplay and what they've shown us with the shields, I am definitely more open to see how it's going to play. But I am still scared of those passive players, those wall huggers at the end of the day, because that's going to still boost their defense up. So I got to wait to see what it feels like. Tomorrow, we will get a chance to finally test out the shields. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. TDN signing out. Yo, yo, yo.